welcome back. So today I wanted to do a video on some new Colourpop products. These are the Supernova shadows from Colourpop. They also came out with 2 new eyeshadow palettes. So we're gonna just dive in, do some swatching. I'm gonna create a look using some of the new products. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so when I first got these, Colourpop did send them to me, so thank you so much, Colourpop. Sometimes I get some of their new launches and sometimes I don't, and I usually will order the things that I really am interested in, and these would have been something that I would have ordered. Now, these are the Supernova shadow. There are 5 shades that I have here. I'll have to look up if there are additional eyeshadow shades. I'll have to look up if there are additional eyeshadow shades. The paperwork that I got just said somehow, some way we've managed to bottle up all the stars in the sky to create our new Supernova shadow. Our newest liquid shadow packs a punch with metallic foil, glitter, and a cool liquid texture that makes it super versatile to use. Wear it underneath your shadows as a long-lasting glittery base. Wear it over shadows as an ultra glittery topper. Wear it alone for a dramatic look. High impact metallic shine that will send you into hyperspace. Now, all Colourpop products are extremely affordable, and as you know, they are launching some of their products in Sephora. So definitely you can check there if you're a Sephora girl. But I do know Colourpop does offer like a $5 flat rate shipping, which is really nice. Sometimes they'll have coupon codes to get the shipping removed. So I always appreciate ordering from Colourpop. I find my products come nicely packaged, nothing ever has been broken, and they come in a relatively quick time with not too expensive shipping. Now, I'm really excited about these in particular because they remind me a lot of what the Stila glitters, the Metallis, what are those liquid glitters? You know what I'm talking about. Those are some of my favorite products of last year. I have to just say that, like, I feel like Stila killed it with those. So I was really excited and hopeful that these were a very similar product to be used, because Colourpop just bangs it out with affordable products that are great and comparable. So I was really excited when I got these. Now, I have already tried them on the eyes, and I wanted to say before this video, I'm super impressed. I've worn 2 of them. They're long lasting. Once they set on your eye, boom, they're set. And they're very, very similar product. These are a little bit more of a foil shadow within the base, like more of a moussey formula, where I feel like the Stila are better at being toppers. These I think you could literally wear alone as like a shadow because the base is more pigmented than the Stila glitters. So if that makes sense. These have particles of glitter in them, but they aren't like the base in the Stila ones. I feel like is a little bit more sheer, and these just have this like whipped metallic shadow base with the glitter added into it, if that makes sense. So there are 5 colors, like I said, and I'm just going to swatch the 5 colors and then we're going to create a look with them. Also in this video, I want to talk about the 2 new eyeshadow palettes. These are from Colourpop, and they are the Element of Surprise. 12 shadows, and these are the colors, which super duper pretty. There's some bronzes in there. There's some really pretty matte shades. I really like the shades in this palette. And then the You Had Me at Hello, which when you open this up, it's some more bronzes, a really pretty like matte plum shade, a deeper dark brown. So we will also swatch this palette as well as go in and make a look. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and swatch these eyeshadows, these Supernova shadows first, and then I'll just show you the colors and then we can go on to the look from there. This is what the packaging looks like. This shade is called Hard to Impress. Here is the doe foot applicator. Here's the shade Hard to Impress, and this one has a bunch of tiny micro glitter in it, some gold. As you can see, I love, love, love this shade. The glitter is very, very small, and I feel like it's just kind of sprinkled throughout, so it's not like chunky glitter. This shade is called Firecracker. So this shade is like a deeper plum, and it has some like more silver types of glitter in it, but still some gold. It has like a bunch of different reflex. I love this one. Honestly, that shade's less of a firecracker shade than the first, the Hard to Impress. I feel like those two should be flip-flop, just because I feel like the name Firecracker reminds me more of like a coppery fiery color like the first shade, but I mean nonetheless beautiful. This shade is called Dragon. This is such a beautiful color. Dragon is like this beautiful copper penny color, almost with some gold. They have a bunch of different micro glitters in it so that it really brings that shine when you move. Honestly, it's like I don't even know which one I want to use in the look because they're all so pretty, but I love Dragon. This one is called Moonlit, and it's a beautiful like pinky magenta plum color. That shade is super duper vibrant, beautiful. It has like silver and pink glitters in it. Again, super duper finely milled glitters. I love them. This one is called Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame has a little bit, I would say, the sheerest of all of the bases, and it has a little bit different of a texture than the rest of them. It was harder to sort of build up because it had a little bit more chunkier pieces of glitter in it. Still, it's a beautiful color, and I would use this one more as a topper than an eyeshadow base. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into a look. I'm thinking, what palette? I'm going to use the Element of Surprise. I just want to swatch this corner shade. It's super duper beautiful. Let me just swatch that puppy on my hand. It's almost like this pink with flecks in it. Do you see that? Really, really beautiful. This bottom shade is another really gorgeous, fiery color. And let's do this second shade right here. These are all so beautiful, but I really love that second shade right there. Super duper pretty. Let me do this first shade right here. This looks interesting because it looks like it has like a duochrome-ness to it. That's way more than I thought it would be. It's like this really pretty lavender. And then let me just swatch a few from this You Had Me at Hello palette. All right, let's just get this shimmery shade. I'm gonna get the gold one. We're gonna get this pink shade right here. This bronze shade down here. Really, really pretty. And I wanna swatch this like purple shade, this one. Let's get some of these shades. Those are some of the mattes. That shade right there is super pigmented. Let's just see. Oh, there's another shade in here that I want to try out. It's like a taupey. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. That's like a taupey. Bear that in mind. That would be like me putting it on with a little bit of water base. You know what I'm talking about? Like wetting my brush a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with the Element of Surprise palette. This just has this plummy shade that I do want to try. These shades right here, this shade, I just want to try some of those transition shades, and then I want to use one of the bases. First shade I'm going to go into is this one down here. It just looks like a really nice transition. Now, what I just noticed is this palette does not have a mirror, but this one does. So I'm going to use the mirror from this palette, honestly. So we're just going to go ahead and, whoa, that's really, really pigmented, that shade is. Wow. This is a Morphe M518 brush. So this brown shade down here in the Element of Surprise palette, whoa, baby, baby. That eyeshadow is extremely pigmented. Like, I didn't realize how pigmented it really was. I'm not going for a crazy look today, but it looks like it might be a little bit in over my head from how pigmented that shadow is. I'm not going to do too much because I really feel like those Supernova shadows are going to do a lot. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to go in with the deeper shade in this palette, which is this deeper plum shade. Bring a little bit of that in there. Ooh, that's really pretty. Dude, these shadows are so pigmented. Holy whoa. And they blend out really, really beautifully. Like very, very little pressure. And they're just like applying very effortlessly and blending out really, really nicely. Alright, we're going to go in with the shade Dragon. And I'm going to use the doe foot applicator to apply this first. Because, oh, so a little bit already flopped down on my cheek. That was kind of what I wanted to know, what it does when you apply it. I've only used these a couple of times and I did not apply them with the brush. So just a regular doe foot applicator, you can get a really good, I feel like, application. One coat. I kind of want to go in with the lighter shade on the innermost portion of the eye, or maybe in the center. These look really, really beautiful on the eye. I really like them a lot. I wonder if they're done. Yeah, that doesn't even come off. But once they set, they are pretty set. So I'm going to go in with this shade. This is the Walk of Fame. I'm going to do that one like right in the very, very center. It's just a little bit lighter. I'm going to touch that over with my finger. Whoa, actually touching that and spreading that one out with my finger really made a huge difference. Okay, so maybe I should have done that with the other one. I applied them with like a brush. Whoa, that like intensified and almost like laid down that glitter a little bit more to make it more impressive. Wow, those are super duper pretty. I really, really like them. They remind me a ton of the Stila glitters, like a ton of them. So if the Stila glitters were something that just you really wanted to try one, but they were just a little bit too pricey for you at $24, these are definitely super affordable. Let me look up the price of these. Okay, these are $7 and they are available November 1st. And the eyeshadow palettes are $16 and they're available now. So check that out. I put some KoKo Queen Bee lashes on, a little bit of black liquid liner on my upper lash line, and now we're going to, oh, and I also put NARS Rouge Bonaparte, which is a nude, in my waterline. So now we're going to finish up with the lower lash line. I'm going to take the palette that we've been using. I'm going to take this bottom shade right here and mix it with the brown next to it, like these two shades together. Let me just put down my mirror since these two shades together. I'm just going to run this very smokily under the lash line. And then that palette does not have an inner corner shadow, but this one does. It has this really pretty shimmery shade right here, which is called the Knot. So I'm going to take this shade right here, just with this finger. I'm going to pop that in the inner corner, just because I don't like to put like anything super with bigger glittery particles in my inner corner. Just because I've had an eye infection before, like a really, really bad one from glitter getting in my eye, so I'm like super careful. That's really a pretty inner corner shade. Like, wow, I love that. It's super duper pigmented and beautiful. So this palette's great too. I really love, like, for $16, the quality of Colourpop eyeshadows is just really, really great. I think these would make a super great gift coming into the holidays. So if you have someone in your life that's really like makeup obsessed, Colourpop is just so affordable and such great quality. I just think it's a no-brainer when it comes to getting them like a makeup product. But I'm just going to pop on some lower lash mascara and then we will be back to do the lips. Okay, YSL sent me a bunch of really, really beautiful lipsticks. So I wanted to try these out. I am going to go in with this lip liner in Blushing Nude from IT Cosmetics. These are my favorite lip liners. I literally will stay all day. Okay, I'm going to go in with this shade from YSL. This is in number 9 from the Rouge Pur Couture. But it has this like special limited edition packaging on it. I don't know if you can see the like little glitter part on the packaging. This is what the shade looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a really nice mid-tone berry. Okay, so my overall thoughts, I love the way that the look came out. I think these are super similar to the Stila shadows. For a fraction of the price, you're paying $7 for these. I think the Stila ones are $24. The only thing I wish is that there were more shades, and I'm sure that they will be releasing more shades. I'd like an even more gold, rich gold shade. I don't know, just a silvery shade. So hopefully they'll be releasing more shades. These are just the start, is what I'm hoping. It's cool plain. It's cool. These eyeshadow palettes, really, really beautiful. They all swatched beautifully. The eyeshadows that I did apply to my eyes applied beautifully. I really, really love the colors right here in this palette and that sort of like dusty purpley shade. I mean, really, really beautiful. I wish I would have had more like... I wish I could do another look, and I can, on some of the shimmery shades in these palettes because I wanted to use the Supernova shadows today, but if I hadn't, I mean, those shimmery shades in the palettes were beautiful. So $16 for the eyeshadow palettes. Again, they're available now. These will be available on November 1st. I approve all of them. The only thing I will tell you is with this Walk of Fame color, it has larger chunks in it, so you're going to get a little bit more fallout in application with this particular shade. When you apply it directly with the wand to the eye, it doesn't really deposit the color. Like when you're looking right at it, it doesn't look like that much of a difference, but as soon as I pressed it into my lid with my fingertip, something about the way it lays the glitter down then really did something. I will say close up on the eye though, there is an appearance of a little bit more chunkier glitter. So if you have, and that's only with this Walk of Fame shade, the other shades do not look chunky on the eye. Now there are some shades in the Stila eyeshadows that I find do the exact same thing, so I like the appearance, the way it looks right here, and I feel like it's glitter, so it's going to look a little bit chunkier on the eye. That's kind of the look almost that you're going for, you know, when you have glitter on your eye. I mean, it looks a little chunky, but it gives that super beautiful glittery effect, so I really do love it on the eye. I forgot what else I was gonna say, but when you touch them, they are completely set, so make sure that you work quickly when you're applying them. I remember what I was going to say. If you do have more crinkly eyelids, these types of products always draw a little bit more attention to the crinkliness of your eyelid if you don't have like a complete smooth eyelid, and that's not necessarily a mature eyelid. A lot of people who are even younger have a crinkly eyelid. It's just really the way you were made. So I think that if you do have that, just be aware that when you're doing a cream shadow that's a little bit more of a super metallic, it does accentuate those crinkles a little bit. I don't mind it because I'm not going to do it every day. It's more of a special occasion in my opinion, but I think these are beautiful, and like I said, I think it's a great buy because they're very comparable to the Stila Magnificent Metal glitter eyeshadows. So I always forget the name of those when I'm saying the full thing. So definitely check these out November 1st when they're launched. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.